This is a Headgum podcast.
Hello and welcome to Perfect Person, the show where I'm perfect and you're a person. This last week, I put the freaking Rain-X stuff in the liquid part of your car where you do the squirty stuff.
I don't know what any of that.
So
Yeah,
it's when you press the little windshield wiper
wipers.
thing.
Oh, got it.
And so I installed just extra
got
of
it.
the, and I bought the premium version
Okay.
of the windshield wiper squirty stuff. And I found that it made a difference.
Really? Oh my God, wait, this is the most dad shit I've ever heard in my fucking life. You're starting the dad duties way early.
Yeah, I'm sort of getting into the mindset early.
Right. No, you got to get the premium liquid for your car.
Get the premium.
Okay.
Because you know what it is? It's water repellent.
Oh, okay.
So
So it just
you
like keeps the rain off of you.
Then it'll bead.
Right.
The rain will bead after you squirt it with the fresh.
You should start a car. You should start a service
shield.
where you put this in people's car. I'll be your first. My car is right outside.
Absolutely.
If you
I'd love
exactly.
nothing more.
If you're bored, you know.
I thought about starting I give so many product recommendations, but I often also I love finding the perfect microfiber cloth.
Oh no, I feel that.
Or there's
that.
many items that are sort of disposable, or like a sponge or a brush.
Yeah.
Where I'm just I know the best one for the price.
No, 100%. And because they're cheap items, you know, so it's not like the best one's not going to be something ridiculous, like maybe $10 or something, and you get it and it works really well and it makes a difference in your life. Little small things.
That's right. I'm joined by that voice that I haven't introduced yet, by Sequoia Holmes.
Yes, that's me.
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely. Of Black People Love Paramore.
Thank you for having me. I really like the show. I explicitly asked Miles if I could come on the show. I was like, Miles, just straight DM, cold DM. Can I go on your show?
You did. And actually, this is a moment where I'm being honest here. Your name was already on a spreadsheet.
Yes.
Your name was already on a spreadsheet.
I love that.
For guests.
I love that
so
for me.
I'm very happy to have you on.
Thank you.
And you've come on a couple of the other shows I produced.
Yep.
Guilty Pleasures for Try Guys. What were the movies you did? I honestly don't even remember.
I did Cheetah Girls.
That's right.
And Bring It On,
That's
All
right.
or Nothing. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now, explain your show to the audience, please.
So I have a show called Black People Love Paramore, where every episode we dive into one topic, interest, or niche that large groups of Black people go up for that traditional mainstream media doesn't necessarily associate with Black people, like Paramore or Tony Hawk or Ginger Ale.
That rocks. And
Thank you.
Yeah, so did you grow up an emo kid?
I did. I had a very strong emo phase, I would say from about 6th grade to 10th grade. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I see that for you, and I'm jealous because I feel like I didn't embrace. I was too scared to be fully emo.
Okay.
When I was in middle school.
Okay.
And I feel like I didn't really get into deep emo music until after college.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Way later.
You
And
missed it. You really missed the whole phase.
I had the song This is embarrassing, but I had the song Teenagers by My Chemical Romance. I had that under a different artist.
Oh my God, you were actively embarrassed.
On my iPod. I shouldn't have been.
Miles, what the hell? Did you go to school with Black people? Is that what? Did you go to predominantly Black school? I don't understand.
I just felt I don't know. I was worried I was going to get made fun of for liking emo shit.
Nobody else liked emo shit? That was not a
There
thing?
was a couple kids.
Okay, so the South was different.
Well, I also went to, there was 40 kids in my class.
Okay.
I went to a Quaker school.
Okay. Well,
that my dad taught at. And it was a private school, and I got to go, we got, relatively reduced tuition because my dad taught there.
Yeah.
So I got into this school, and it's there were a handful of emo kids, but I just was so worried about being called a poser.
Oh,
that
okay.
I listened to, you ever listen to Billy Talent?
No.
That was an artist I really liked. It was kind of altsy, pop, punk, punk stuff.
Yeah.
But I never really fully embraced it. And I regret it.
I'm sad to hear that for you, but it makes sense. It's the smaller the class, the less diversity there is amongst music taste and all of that. It's just I don't want to be the weird one.
Well, yeah, and I was worried someone was going to look at my iPod and be like, whoa,
Whoa.
that's what you're listening to? And I was going to be like, no.
Were the kids really trading iPods like that? Like, you guys are like, you're like, I have to put it on a different artist.
This was a fantasy situation that was never happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember changing the artist thing.
That's really funny.
I was so
you took the extra
embarrassed.
step.
Yeah, it was fully unnecessary.
I tried to see Paramore this year for the first time ever.
Right.
And
Being emo is back.
Being emo is back. It has returned. Garrett got me tickets for our anniversary because I wasn't able to get them.
Right.
And then they changed the show to when I was out of town. And I still have not been able to see them, and I'm so sad. So, yeah, I saw My Chemical Romance this year for the first time.
That rules.
They're really good, yes. And like, did you know Gerard Butler is 40-something? The frontman for My Chemical Romance is 40-something.
Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Sorry. No, wrong one. Gerard Way.
Sorry,
oh my God,
like,
Gerard Way. No.
I was like,
Gerard Way and Mikey Way.
Butler of
was in My Chemical Romance, right? Like, that's crazy. Gerard Way.
You heard it here first, people. Gerard Butler is a
frontman for My Chemical Romance, 100%.
That's right.
Gerard Way.
Wow.
Is 40-something and was running around the stage like full breath control, doing a fantastic job.
Wow.
It was wild.
That's gorgeous.
Wow. Yeah.
I love this stuff. I love angst. And I had plenty of it.
Same.
But I wasn't able to celebrate the angst as I wished.
So you really had angst. It was deep, buried angst, which is the real kind.
I was an anime/manga kid.
Okay, so I don't understand how that doesn't.
You guys also did an episode on anime, right?
We did.
Yeah.
I absolutely am not an anime person in any capacity. Garrick was on the episode because that's more of his jurisdiction.
Right. Yes.
I don't understand how those don't overlap. Like the emo and the anime seems like they go together a little bit.
They do, but that was another thing that I was worried. I was like so worried that people were gonna. This is also embarrassing. It's so embarrassing to be a worried middle schooler.
I know.
But I was really into anime and manga, and I would read. And this was before like being a weeb was cool.
Yeah.
Like now there are kids who are like, I like Yu Yu Hakusho.
100%.
And then those kids are like the popular kids.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Right, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
It was not like that.
Okay.
In the early 2000s.
That's right.
And I would be like on my tummy in a Walden books reading the manga.
Oh, that's so
and
cute.
being like, yes, like enjoying myself, and then so terrified that like, what if a kid from my class saw me cross-legged in the manga section?
That's so cute.
But I loved the stuff, and I was like a big subscriber to Shonen Jump stuff. But I just never, I don't know. I had these interests, and then I feel like they faded away.
Yeah,
and then they came back after school.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, like after college, after I was done with college, I was like, oh wait, but that stuff kind of was the shit.
I was like, wow, no, that kind of slaps. Yeah, I need that. I need more of that. Return.
Well, Sequoia, the phones are ringing off the damn hook.
Okay.
People are calling in from all over the world, really.
Yay. Okay.
And before we get started, what qualifies you as a perfect person to take people's advice, take the conundrums and questions, and answer them flawlessly?
I'm that girl.
Yep.
That's, some may say that, some being me, 100%.
Yeah.
And I think that's enough. I think that's reason enough.
Yeah. You're that girl.
Yeah.
And that's enough.
And that's it.
That's huge.
Yeah. Enormous, right?
I am that girl.
Like my ego.
Well, as always, everybody, if you like the show, you can help the show out by rating and subscribing us on iTunes and Spotify and that kind of stuff. And if you love the show, consider joining our Patreon, where we have premium versions of the episode, where we talked about smelling like Subway moments ago in the cold open.
Wow.
And there's also an exclusive show called Perfect Person Platinum that only exists there. And it's the masterclass on flawlessness that's going to get you there.
Yes.
Sequoia, let's get to it.
I'm so excited.
We had so many calls today.
So excited.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Hi, my name's Maria, and my husband and I live with two other couples we know. And I have roommate problems. One, how do I tell people to stop stealing toilet paper from our bathroom? We all have our own bathrooms. It's fine if people use the bathroom that we use, but don't take our toilet paper just randomly. And two, I feel like they have definitely heard us having sex and have never heard any of them do anything. So
personal problem.
I don't know
That's
what I
your
need,
problem.
but some advice would be great. Thanks. Hello?
Hello, you called Perfect Person looking for solutions to your conundrums. I'm Miles Bonsignore, and I'm here with Sequoia Holmes.
Hi.
Hi.
Now I'm going to need you to tell me What's going on, Maria? Now, you have a toilet paper thievery situation. And also, you mentioned something offhandedly about you guys having really loud sex.
A little sex.
Now, I'm going to need a little bit more
Well,
background.
Sex.
That's not fair.
Wow.
Are you having quiet sex? Would you prefer us to say that?
Yeah. Would you prefer? So tell me what's going on.
Do I start with the toilet paper or the sex?
Start with the toilet paper and it'll bring us to the sex.
Okay. So there's 3 bathrooms in this house. One of them's in the master bedroom, so they have it to themselves. One of them is upstairs, so that's like the normal one. And then downstairs, where our room is a half bath.
Yeah.
So that's the one we use, but we have to shower upstairs. And other people use our bathroom, and that's fine, I guess, because it's there. It's not closer than the other ones, but it's there. But we like got our toilet paper, and it's just like sitting on the table down there, chilling. But then other people is like, they're not even subtle. They'll just like go and like take a roll.
A whole roll?
They'll take a roll. Now, is it a pay-per-view situation where each of you are paying for your own toilet paper?
Right.
I'd assume so, but apparently not.
Right.
Well, like, okay, so are you stocking your bathroom and the other couples are stocking their individual bathrooms? Are you guys bulk shopping at Costco together?
Right.
Oh, well, I might be bulk shopping for the house, but I was not aware of that. But I think the agreement, the silent, unspoken agreement was that, it was just everyone for themselves.
Now, we might need to double down here because I do fear, and I'm not, positive about this, but Sequoia, I fear that one problem might be responsible for the other.
Oh, my God.
I fear, and Maria, I hate to bring this up, but I worry that the retribution for the loud sex might be the toilet paper. Taking the cream off the top of the toilet paper, but we'll get to it. Maria, give me your second problem, and we'll solve them in bulk.
Cream talk.
Okay, sounds great. So, for context, the room in the basement is unfinished.
Okay.
So there's like no ceiling. It's just like beams and then the floor of the upstairs.
Got it.
So
sound.
I like to think we're not being loud, but I figure if we can hear them talking, and they maybe can hear me talking right now, they can definitely hear us.
Oh.
But I've never heard them, so I don't know. Sometimes things squeak.
I mean,
and I don't know, but it doesn't go long enough.
If you don't hear them having sex, that sounds like a them problem. Maybe you guys are not having good enough sex if you can't hear it.
Interesting. Have you ever heard your roommates have sex?
I have not. Have I asked my roommates, have they heard me? And they have said yes.
They've said yes?
Yes, they have said yes.
How did you react to that information? Were you like,
I was like, oh, like, do you ever like hear anything or whatever? And my roommate's like, yes. We've known each other for a decade, mind you.
Yeah,
so it's like, so
close.
She's like, yes, I can hear you. And I'm like, damn, that sucks. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
Kind of.
That's like, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sort of just it's a symptom of living together.
It's a symptom of living. Like, what can you do about that?
What can you do? Like that problem I would worry about less, Maria, because it's like,
okay.
I mean, hey, look, if the downstairs basement's rocking,
hey,
don't come and knock.
Hey,
you know what
period.
I mean? Yeah,
okay,
period.
That's what that is.
True.
That's absolutely right.
That's true.
The toilet paper situation does not seem responsible for your raucous sex life, but I do, think that there's a couple solutions here. Now, first of all, I'm a big fan of communal living. Now, you tell me, Sequoia, in your household, when eggs are bought, that's eggs for the table.
To me, that's eggs for the table. To my roommate, it is not. So
really,
we also have this thing.
That's
yes, we also have this dynamic a little bit. Yeah, I buy eggs and I'm okay if she uses it, but she buys her own eggs. I'm like, but why? I just bought eggs. She's like, you bought your eggs. I'm like, but I bought 12 of them. Are they all mine?
I mean, it's tough because I know that I've been the roommate in college. I was probably the roommate that was buying less than everybody and being like, well, you guys were buying for the table.
Right. But I thought you were buying for the house.
Yeah, being like, well, yeah, like we all share stuff. And it's
Right.
like, I'm not buying anything.
Yeah.
But I think that, toilet paper feels like one of those things that, well, you got to think about this, Maria. And I hate to really, we're going to have to get into the nitty gritty here.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they are shitting more than you? And I'm really sorry.
No, but since their bathroom is the upstairs one, it probably does get used more.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it's the same amount of people.
Mhm.
They are home more, though. That's the other thing. They, like, work hybrid.
Uh-huh.
So, my husband and I have the most, like, 9 to 5-ish schedules, but they're home more. So, that explains the sex, because they can just have it when we're not here.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that means they're also using more toilet paper.
I've crunched the numbers, and I actually have a really good solution for this.
That was fast.
This is a solution that I like to call going for gold. No, I don't know. That's not what it's called. I want you to think about the toilet paper that you like to use on your bum.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I believe in a premium paper product.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in a premium bounty.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in getting a paper towel, getting a toilet paper that's quality.
Mm-hmm.
That toilet paper that you're getting that's quality, that's a you thing. That's going to go in a secret drawer.
Hide it.
That's going to be, at least you put one on the roll.
Yep.
That's on the little like dispenser. And then the nice stuff, you're going to hide.
Yeah.
Then you're going to, in the communal cabinet part of, oh, hey, you're borrowing a toilet paper roll, you're getting the nasty stuff.
Hell yeah.
You're getting less than apply.
Hell yeah.
You're getting
Less than apply.
You're getting Kirkland's signature.
Apply.
But yeah, Kirkland's signature, who the hell knows what? Recycled newspaper toilet paper.
Actually, a good idea.
That's a good solution.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's what you're offering up.
I think I also have an alternative solution.
Here we go, Sequoia.
Maria, I have another thing for you. If you want something else, I got something for you. You could get a bidet. Okay, because
there's actually one upstairs.
So they
but
have
I'm
a
too
bidet and they're
scared to
still
use
using
it.
your toilet paper. See, I don't know what to tell you then.
I don't know what that's about.
I don't know what to tell you then.
Well, you know the thing about a bidet, you need a little toilet.
You do a little bit, but you can also get the one with the drying feature, so you won't. There's like one that will blow air. Yes.
What?
There's one that will blow air at your butthole and other areas.
I didn't know I was able to get dry
you off. It'll dry you off. Yeah. So if you want to splurge,
that sounds like too drying.
It's too okay. You know what?
That's
like a hair dryer. Like
it's not hot. It's not hot.
It's not
It's
hot.
not hot. It's like a fan.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like a little fan.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's high tech stuff. Is that what you have?
I don't have that one. I have the regular bidet.
Yeah, you got the regular bidet. I had a bidet for a while, and it was like I don't know. We got to get another one. We had like an issue with our pipes where it ended in me soaking wet, covered in water on the floor. The pipe, like the little tube that comes out that you put into the bidet, that seal cracked, and it was crazy.
That sounds heinous.
And it was heinous. It wasn't like poop water. It was just like water, but it was...
Any water in the bathroom stresses me out a little bit. Like any water from the toilet.
You're like bacteria
stresses
and
me
whatever.
out. Yeah.
So I had to deal with that situation, and then I eventually just gave up on the bidet.
Yeah.
But I need to get back to it.
Yeah.
Because bidet lifestyle is the way to go.
It's great.
Maria, are you using a squatty potty? We're just talking toilets now.
Right. Kidder stuff.
No, but the toilet is kind of short. It's like an older house, so it still has those like really like the short and like narrow toilet.
Yeah.
You know, actually, we missed a critical part of this, which is how do you live with two other couples? How did that dynamic begin?
It began because we're broke and couldn't afford rent in our apartment.
Totally.
So the couple that lives here rents from her parents, and then there's another couple here for at least the next few months, and then the rent was a lot cheaper than our apartment.
Oh my
so
gosh,
here we
of
are.
course. Look, that is like, by the way, that's the huge hack. When I was living in LA, I got
great.
I got laid off from BuzzFeed and was like, and Sarah and I, right, exactly. And so many of our friends got laid off from BuzzFeed. But I was like, didn't have a job, didn't know what I was gonna do, and then I met Sarah. We fell in love, and I moved in after 3 months because I was like, and we were both like, yeah, this makes so much sense.
In love, yeah.
And some of our
no.
some of our friends. I mean, don't worry, we're married. We have a kid on the way.
Yeah, I guess it worked.
Yeah, it totally worked. But some of my friends were like, they were like, are you sure? Like, you guys only been dating for like 3 months.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, well, one, I was sure because I was like, I love this person. But I also was like, yeah, if we had infinite money, then I'd keep my other apartment. But like both of us want to save immensely on Los Angeles' crazy fucking rent.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can move in together and we can figure it out and, all that stuff. So I fully stand and support that decision.
That tracks.
Smart.
Yeah.
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 I
right.
was afraid you were just going to say to hide the good stuff. But then
no.
I know that my husband would never find it because he was showering without soap for like 3 days because he couldn't find where I put the soap.
Sounds like men.
So
Yeah, that sounds like
That
them.
sounds about
yeah,
right.
that's a better solution than mine.
He was showering for 3 days without soap?
Yeah.
No.
That's
No. I was hoping that's not what you said.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah, no, that's what I said.
That is not ideal, Maria.
Sounds like men. Yeah.
And he waited that long to tell me is the other thing.
He was like,
He
damn,
couldn't
I just
find
thought we
it,
were
and
out.
he just went with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maria, that's a no-no. We're going to leave you on the no-no.
I agree.
Thank you so much for calling in. We'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Bye, Maria.
Thanks for calling back.
Bye, Maria. Now, is there any situations in your own life that you've been struggling with recently that you need me to solve?
Oh my God. Situations recently, no, but I did want to piggyback off her roommate situation.
Yeah.
Because in college, I lived with a girl who, oh my God, I was randomly assigned my first roommate. The girl I live with now is my housemate.
Yeah.
In that random assignment.
Sure.
I lived with a roommate in the same room, you know. She was different. She would watch me while I was sleeping. She slept on the top bunk.
I'm sorry.
No, Miles. She slept on the top bunk. I slept on the bottom bunk, right? Several nights I opened my eyes and she was fully hanging over the side, looking at me. And then I would like look at her and she would just like retreat back as if she wasn't fucking doing it. And I was like, okay, that's really, really weird. That makes me very uncomfortable, right? But it doesn't stop there. No. It's not enough. One day she's sitting at her desk, which is like in front of me, right? This is my bunk bed. Her desk is in front of me. And she turns around slowly, opens the drawer to her desk, takes out a pair of scissors, looks back, goes snip, snip, puts them back, and continues typing on her laptop. And I was like, that was a threat.
What?
I'm telling the RA.
You lived with like a horror.
I didn't know. It was terrifying. I told the RA. The RA was like, I mean, we can move you, but she hasn't really done anything, so we can't move her. Then we found out she kept a diary about all of us in the suite. We lived in a suite. We found out she kept a diary on her computer about all of us. We a little bit manipulated her into reading it out loud, and she did. And she was talking about strangling us.
It was about strangling you?
Yes, it was about strangling us.
Wow.
It was a lot.
That is
It was
horrifying.
terrifying. It was terrifying.
If I woke up and someone was watching me sleep,
Yeah.
I don't think I sleep again.
No, yeah, I was really like, how am I supposed to live through this? Like, I was really stressed.
Yeah.
My freshman year of college.
That is wacky.
Yeah.
I didn't have that bad a roommate situation, but my roommate did one time like tell me to go to sleep. And I thought that was weird.
Like, no.
He was like, "Can you go to bed?" And I was like, "Don't give me a bed."
Are you not in college? Like, what are you talking about,
I'm
bro?
an adult.
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
just got
strange.
here.
Yeah, that was weird. Man, college roommates suck.
Yeah, no, that was not a good time.
It's kind of the worst.
It was not good.
And then I had great roommates that I met later on, and then we moved into a house, and like that was fun. But
Yeah.
the random assigned roommates were really, it was tough. I remember on my dorm, I can't remember if I've told this story before. Your scissors story reminded me. So I lived in this dorm, and then my friends, my two best friends, lived in this other dorm freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go over there, and people thought I lived on that floor.
Uh-huh.
This thing happened in this dorm where the RA got briefly disbarred. I don't know. Like he got briefly dismissed is the word I'm looking for. Disbarred is for
Demoted?
lawyers.
Something, yeah.
Disbarred's for lawyers.
Okay.
He got briefly dismissed because they this girl had a taser, right?
Mhm.
Pink taser,
Naturally.
naturally.
Yeah.
Now, it is illegal to have a taser on a college campus, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's not allowed.
No.
You're not supposed to have that,
Certainly
right? Because
not.
that's a weapon.
Right.
We're like all 18.
Right.
Shouldn't have that.
No.
So she's got this taser, right?
Yeah.
And my other friend, this is the dumbest move. He might be listening. What up? He goes, "Hello, man. Like, I probably could take a tase."
Oh, stop. Stop.
So somebody has a cell phone video of this girl holding the taser and my friend standing there, and the RA walks over and goes, "Oh man, are you guys about to, oh man, you guys are so stupid." Walks back inside.
After knowing that the taser was
After
present.
knowing what's going on. So he
Oh
goes back
my
inside.
God.
And in the video, he goes, "Oh man, like go for it." And she zaps it and then tases him. And he goes, "Oh,
Stop.
And he gets back up, which by the way, don't tase your friends. Your heart can stop.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's a really bad thing to do unless you're in like an emergency situation.
Yeah.
So this video, my friend posts online because he's like, what a funny video.
The R is fucking
Oh,
fire. It's
fucked,
fucking
right?
fire.
Because he so he immediately gets fired.
Yeah.
And I remember going over there and he was like, yeah, man, like I got fired. And I was like, why? Like what happened? He was like, well, this guy, like, your friend put the thing on Facebook. And I was like, oh yeah, like that totally. You should have been fired.
Dumbass. Like what? I'm sorry. All right, I don't know you. But yeah,
No.
that was not good.
Dumb move.
That was not a good move. He was probably there for the free tuition and or the reduced tuition from
All
making
the RAs
only.
were.
He's
Yeah.
like, I don't care about y'all's safety like that. Like,
No,
please.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so whack. To think also that like the people who are RAs, who the hell wants to be an RA?
Who wants to be an RA?
You're a narc.
Yeah.
It's
What type
like-
of person? It takes a specific type of person, I feel.
Yeah. All right. We've got another call here. And this is a relatively common idea,
Okay.
but a lot of people call in because they've got bad boyfriends.
Yeah.
And we have to give them hot tips
Yeah.
on what to do about that.
I love it.
Hi, Miles. So I did a show over the weekend, and my boyfriend was supposed to come on the last performance, and he came an hour late and missed the entire first act. And I don't know how to bring up that it still is hurting my feelings without making him feel like I hate him or something, because he already apologized a bunch, but I'm still upset about it. So any advice would be great.
Okay. So there we have it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we call this person back, I want us to we're going to debrief the solution.
Okay.
here.
I don't have a good one. I have break up with him. That's my solution.
I know. And
That's what I got.
See, here's the thing. I mean, obviously, I know relationships are more nuanced to this, but
Right.
it's like, it's not that he came late.
Right.
It's that she doesn't feel comfortable confronting him with something that bothered her in a way that she feels like he's going to make her feel bad for accusing her.
Right. And that's concerning. What is the dynamic in the relationship that would make you feel that way?
Right.
Yeah.
Like arguably in a relationship, you should be able to say any sort of grievance in
Right.
a calm way,
Right.
of course.
Of course.
But you should be able to say any sort of grievance
Right.
without the person being like, well, you made me feel bad.
Right.
And it's like arguably like it doesn't matter what you being feeling bad for someone else saying that they didn't feel bad.
Right.
It cancels itself out.
But I also want to know, what was his reason for coming an hour late? Did she give one?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because an hour is egregious. It's one thing to be 10 minutes late to my performance, but an hour?
That's what's like a performance. They're like rare.
Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me
Don't
off.
piss me off.
Don't you fucking
Don't fucking piss me off,
Yeah.
okay?
All right, let's give her a call back and get some details here.
Hello?
Hello, you called perfect person, and we're here to call you back. I'm here with Sequoia Holmes.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Hi. We needed some more details before we give you flawless award-winning advice that's going to make your life better, fix your problems, and fix your car. Now, tell me about your situation. What was your performance? How late was your boyfriend? And what's your conundrum?
Okay, so basically, my school did Carrie the Musical.
Okay.
Oh,
last
very
weekend.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Very fun. And we've been in rehearsals for about a month and a half, and he's known the whole time. And he's been like, oh, I'm so excited to see you, over and over. And I had a reserved seat for him in the front row. So I'm sitting there waiting for him to show up. And I text him at it started at 8, text him around 7:50. Hey, are you on the way? Because your seat's empty. And he's like, oh, I'm just now leaving. He lives an hour away.
Stop it.
And so he's like, I'm just now leaving. And I'm like, are you serious? And he's like, no, babe, I'm so sorry. He texted me this whole paragraph about he's sorry, and he was bringing me all these gifts, and he had this whole plan, and he feels really bad about it. But so we do the show, and I keep looking in the audience. He's not there. Act 1 ends, and then I get the text, oh, I just got here. So he missed the whole first half of the show.
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
And how long have you been dating?
Our 10 months was actually the first, a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Okay. So, you know what I'll say? What do you and what's your conundrum here?
Right.
Well, so my conundrum is that he did apologize a bunch, and he brought me flowers and chocolates and a note and all that cute stuff. But I still feel like I've been done wrong, and it hasn't been rectified. I feel like I need more. I don't know. I feel like bringing these but I don't, because he already apologized so much,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to keep bringing it up and make him feel like, well, I feel like you're just really angry with me. Because I'm not angry as much as I am just hurt and like disappointed.
Did he say why he was an hour late?
Yeah, did he say why?
Well, so he said that he was doing his laundry, and the lady,
Oh my
like
God.
in the apartment building, took all the washers and dryers. So he had to like stand there and wait for her to show up to have her like move her stuff and everything.
Okay.
But also he had that day off of work, so he wasn't he
could have done it early in the day. Yep.
Yeah, he had all day. He had the whole day.
What do you think my advice is going to be?
I know you're gonna say break up with him.
No, okay,
but
you know what I'm saying? I know that's the de facto advice. In this one, I'm not gonna say break up because it does seem like he's offering some sort of
remorse.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's trying to give you remorse here, but I think that there's something like this was clearly something really important to you.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need to break up. But I do think that you're maybe feeling a little bad about making him feel bad for fucking up. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that you should feel bad about that.
I don't think so either. And I think exactly what you said to us is actually really good. You could just tell him, I really appreciate the apology and it means a lot. I feel like I'm still a little upset by this because it was so important to me. And so I need a little bit more, maybe more time. Maybe I need a little bit more effort from you just for, some limited amount of time. And then possibly I'll be able to move forward. But maybe just letting him know so that he doesn't think that you're just still angry without any solution or thought as to what he could possibly do to rectify the situation.
Also, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. So when I was a 21-year-old boy, I often would be confronted with problems, and it was very frustrating to me as a 21-year-old boy to encounter problems I couldn't fix. And I think that what's happening here is also probably he's apologized, and he needs the math to work out on the apology. He's being, well, she's upset, and if I apologize and said I brought her stuff and I brought in the laundry story, then that math equals out to like we should be able to just go bowling, right? And everything should be fine.
Why can't we bowl?
Why can't we bowl?
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
What's
Why
the
are you
problem?
still pissed at me?
Yeah.
But like, I think that the thing, I mean, this is a very common problem, I feel like, especially young boys.
I've had this with young boys.
They're trying to fix everything. And so he's probably feeling like, well, I already fixed it by doing the apology thing. There's no reason, quote unquote, for you to be mad at me anymore. So I think that like, you just need to tell him, hey, look, this still is bothering me. Yeah. And like, you can also present it. You don't have to have it all figured out in order to present that. You can just be like, hey, this is still bothering me. I guess like, I know you apologize. I think I just want to keep talking about it because like, the laundry story is so stupid.
That's the issue. It's really the reason was like insufficient.
That really aggravated me because I was like, it's not like, it wasn't like he was rushing from work.
Right. Maybe ask him what he'll do next time that like, till he'll avoid this situation because this is like, your laundry's not an acceptable excuse.
And again, like you don't like obviously I people do make mistakes and all of that and that's fine. But I think that if you're still feeling upset by it, then something you just need to add something to the situation. Add a little spice. Yeah. And maybe that spice is a little bit of time that you take solo without seeing him. Maybe some time. Yeah. Or maybe that spice is talking it out with him and finding like a way to better communicate. But something's got to be added.
100%. Also, friend, there's this thing called an apology language, similar to a love language. You can go online, find the quiz, your apology language, and that might give you more clarity about what he could do that would make you feel better. Because it sounds like your apology language is not the bringing gifts type situation. Yeah. And so it's probably something different. And you might not even know what that is at this point, or you might, but if you don't, you can check.
I've never. That's so cool.
And you can
looking that up.
You can tell your partner, and it's helpful in relationships. And
Oh wow. Yeah. What type of apologies work for you?
I like what her boyfriend did. Actually, I like a really over the top, bring me things, like thoroughly apologize, write me a letter. Like I like a very sincere, heartfelt, extra apology.
Yeah, sure.
And a thought of how you're going to not make the same mistake going forward. I like that as well.
Yeah, that's interesting because I'm trying to think of what my what my apology language. I have to go look this up after this thing, but I'm like, I think that to me the best apology is like really listening to me and like and affirming.
That's one of them. That is one of the apology languages
because it's like what they say matters less than that they hear what I'm saying. And I think that, that's super interesting. Yeah. Because I also I feel like, I think that probably stems like a lot of arguments between people of like their apology languages aren't matching up.
It's not hitting. Yeah. You're apologizing, but like it's not landing. So yeah.
That is really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we hope this is helpful. And I think that, I think also in these situations, it's like, you're allowed to openly communicate and not know the right answer and figure it out in real time.
Yeah.
If you keep the simmer down to a light little, soup bubbling, then I think all is good. But if you let it become if you let the heat rise too quickly, that's when you're in trouble territory. And that's when it's hard to actually communicate what we're talking about. Yeah. But if you present this like, hey, look, I'm still a little upset about this, then I think that you're going to be fine. And hopefully you find a solution that's better. And then you add a little spice. Yeah. And maybe that spice is you guys breaking up in a month. And maybe that spice is everything's going to be fine. I'm not saying it.
Right.
I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that you got to add a little something.
Yeah.
Okay. I will take that advice. That's actually really, really helpful.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
I feel like the gifts would have been more meaningful if he wasn't already going to bring them to my show anyway.
Got it.
If, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But because he was already going to bring them, I was kind of like, I don't know, maybe a gift card, like a little something else.
Yeah, that's right. Get a little extra cheddar.
Yeah, I feel that.
Maybe a dinner. Yeah. Maybe buy me a nice dress.
Right. Flowers, ice cream, and
ice cream.
Yeah.
But I think all those are great solutions. And by the way, congrats on opening night.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for calling and you have a great night.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye. Boom.
This is so fun. This is my calling. I can't wait. I'm going back to school for psychology.
It is. No, it does. Yeah, it is really nice. Yeah. I think it's also it's nice to talk to people who are a little bit younger.
For sure.
Because it's like, oh, I've just lived that.
I've experienced that. For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Or just been in a relationship where it's like, wow, we really can't crack how to make each other feel better about this.
Yeah.
And I think that that's huge.
Yeah.
I did hear this thing. It was on. I think it was in a TikTok.
Of course.
Which of course, you know what you say when you read it when you watch TikTok is I read an article.
I read it somewhere.
I read an article.
Yeah.
I read an article there.
Yeah.
It was this person being like, in any relationship, you know that with a couple words. If you know each other really well, with a couple words, you can really make someone angry, like your partner angry. You know how to push their buttons. And he's like, in the health of a really good relationship is if in just as little time, you know how to calm them down and you know how to make them feel seen. And I was like, oh, that's a really interesting way to think about it. That's the superpower of a relationship is being able to
affect your person.
Yes. Yeah. Or to empathize with them in such a way where really quickly you can, settle them and settle the situation and empathize with each other.
Wait, that really just touched me somewhere. That's great.
We're creating magic in the studio.
Yeah, no, there is actual.
All right, here we go. We got another one. This one is one where we might have to do a little bit of scolding.
Okay. I'm good at that.
And I want us to listen to this, and we're going to sort of see who's who and who's right in the situation.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Miles. It's Lauren. So I'm working with a group of people, and one of them is extremely, extremely annoying and doesn't need to be there for every time we meet up to work, but he's always there. So how do I politely tell this person to go away?
Okay. So.
I want to know what she means by working.
I want to know what she means by working. To me, what she means is it's a college group of friends that are doing a group project, or we're all meeting up in the library to do homework.
Right.
What cautions me against this, and who knows, I could be speaking out of school here and I could be totally proven wrong, but what cautions me against this is I know what it's like to be annoying. That's fair.
And
I am okay, I think that obviously you don't want your group to be harsh in the vibes.
Yeah.
But I also don't want this person to create a vendetta against someone.
Right.
And they're going after
and make them feel left out. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Because even legalize being annoying.
Yeah. Not around me. It's illegal around me.
No.
But
it
definitely legalize it, right?
No. I don't
definitely
like you.
keep that over there. But legalize it.
But I think it's also like, to me, when someone's annoying,
Yeah.
it's such a symptom of wanting to belong.
Oh, my heart. Yeah.
Where like
I get that.
I feel like in high school is a perfect example because that's like a caste system.
Yes.
Where there's like, popular kids and whatever. And I feel like the thing about the people who are quote unquote really annoying is I feel like those people are just trying so desperately to belong and to feel included.
Yeah.
And they're going about it in all the wrong ways.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's true.
But I think that it's like there's ways to communicate with those people to not only lessen their annoying gas, but to increase like their ability to stay away from you.
Right. Okay.
So let's give a call here. How do you deal with being annoying? Hello, you called perfect person, and we're here to call you back to fix your problems. I'm here with freelance sidekick Sequoia Holmes.
Hello.
Oh my God. Hello.
Hello. Now, first of all, Lauren, where are you calling from today?
I'm from Ohio.
Lauren from Ohio. Now, Lauren, tell me about your situation, because I have some trepidations about the situation that you outlined, okay? I'm worried, Lauren. I'm worried about this annoying person, Lauren. But I want you to tell me the situation and I could be proven wrong. Give it to me, Lauren.
Okay. So I am an audio engineer.
Ooh.
We stand. Love that.
Yes. So we are currently working on a project. And in our main group of people, there's 3 of us plus a singer-songwriter. And our dude who's kind of like the producer, it's a school project. Well, I'm currently in my last year of college.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like technically our supervisor, but he's also a student.
Is he like a TA? Is he older than you?
Well, no. He's like a TA, but he's on the same footing as us.
But is he in your class year, or is he like an older, like a grad student or something?
Yeah, he's in our year.
Okay.
Oh, he's in your year. Okay, cool. He's just your producer somehow.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, kind of. And so he doesn't need to be coming to all of our recording sessions, and yet he has been. And it's very hovery and a bit overbearing.
Micromanaging.
To the point where the artist has started to comment on it and be like, why is this guy here?
Okay. Now, Lauren, I'll tell you what. My worries about this call, unfounded.
Yeah, right. They're gone now.
They're gone now.
Yeah.
I was worried that there was a mean situation going on with some annoying poor little lost soul.
Aww.
This guy is a suit.
Right.
And we don't fucking like suits.
Has narc energy written all over it. I don't know.
That's right, Sequoia.
No.
He's got narc energy written all over him.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I'll say? Okay, so he's the producer. Yeah? And you guys are trying to make magic.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Sequoia, you grew up around Los Angeles, yes?
I did.
Yeah. Now, I find that suits are everywhere in this town.
Certainly.
And I cannot, there's nothing that I can stand less than someone who's a fucking suit. And by suit, I mean someone who thinks that they are creative because they are adjacent to creative people.
Damn,
and they do the quote unquote business part of creativity.
Yeah.
I was once at a weekend away with a bunch of friends and there were these agents in training talking shit. I wanted to drive into a ravine. It was so like to hear people who are inherently uncreative talk about like, oh yeah, like that sucks. This is what's going to be good. That will never sell. And it's like, you guys actually.
So you do it.
Okay. So yeah. Oh, is that true? Because like any cool creative project, the whole thing, and I know I'm on a tangent here, Lauren, and I will solve your problem, but it's like any cool creative project that is new and feels fresh didn't exist before it was the thing that was cool.
Right.
Like, I'm trying to think like a show like Atlanta or a show like I Think You Should Leave or like, I don't fucking know. I was about to say Mr. Robot. But I don't even know that applies. But like stuff that is cool and is like really fresh storytelling and is really, really funny in a unique way that wasn't done before.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff was not the norm in the industry until it was. And now everyone's like, let me make something like that.
Right. And have opinions on it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that like this guy is a catalyst for everything I hate.
Yeah, right. This Miles is triggered. Miles is triggered by this guy.
I am big time triggered by this guy. But I think that what you need to do is and when you're working, what is it that this guy does that bothers you?
Yeah, micromanages. He's making suggestions that don't need to be made while we're trying to work and takes up time.
Oh, okay. God, that's the worst.
Yeah, that definitely. It's also, is he your friend or no? Like, is he like just a classmate?
Yeah, not particularly.
Okay. Okay,
Gotcha.
So I feel like there's nothing wrong with just kind of like explicitly sitting him down and being like, hey, so I don't know that we need help with every session, but we will definitely update you in the event that we do.
Yeah. Have you tried doing that? Is that allowed? Is that allowed within the context of the class?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely is. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. So I think step one is say, hey, we're going to meet up, but we do not need you to be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like preface it. Don't try to do a secret meeting yet.
Yeah.
Although
no secret meeting.
Yet.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Unless it comes to that.
Yeah. But I think start out by being like, when next time you're planning something, when you're like planning the next recording session or whatever it is, just be like, hey, so I think we should meet up here. But say this guy's name is Mark. Like, oh, but actually, Mark, we don't need you to be there. I think we have a pretty good idea of what we're going to do. So just to save time and stuff like that, just us is going to meet up and we're going to kind of hit the ground running.
Yeah.
We'll update you with what went on in there so he still feels included.
Yes.
Because there's nothing a fucking suit likes better than to be like, yeah, I'll get the notes.
Sign off on that.
Yeah. I'll sign off on those with my dumbass thoughts.
Right.
Get all the credit.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that it's like you have to create a narrative where this guy somehow does have power in your respect.
Yeah.
and pretend that he does for the sakes of scheduling him out.
100%. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Just be careful with your wording, but tell him you don't want him there, but just be careful with your wording. That's it.
That's right. Yeah. You want to stroke the ego of this guy.
Yeah.
As I often say, in this industry, you got to play other people because they're going to try to play you.
Hell yeah. That part. Is that they're
big
gonna try
time.
to play you. Yeah.
Especially if you work for, a company, whatever, if you're working with somebody that's an agent, a manager, a big time producer, they're going to be trying to play you. So you have to line your ducks up so that you can play them. And it's not malicious. That's business.
It's just like, because the non-creative people, all they have is you.
Yeah.
So of course they're going to try to play you like an instrument because they don't have one.
Oh, of course.
So make sure that you are playing the game well in the first place.
Yeah.
Set yourself up well. And keep it pushing.
And this will prep you to know how to interface with people like this who do not give a shit about you
at all,
but are going to pretend like they do.
100%.
Yeah.
So pretend like you give a shit about him too and get him out of there.
Very nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Does this resonate with you, Lauren?
Yes, it does. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem at all. Lauren, thank you so much for calling in. You have a fantastic time. And that's so cool. As an audio engineer, what's the project that you guys are working on?
Yeah.
So he's a college student as well. He's a really amazing singer-songwriter. We're going to do an EP with him.
I love that.
Yeah.
That rules.
He's kind of like John Mayer wannabe, but better, in my opinion.
I love
John Mayer wannabe, but better. Well, you have a fantastic evening and best of luck on the project.
Bye, Lauren.
Thank you. And best of luck on your child coming up soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Bye, Lauren.
Bye.
Bada bing, bada boom, another happy customer.
That's so good.
That was very good.
Wow. My heart is full.
We are just about at the end of the show, but we have one final segment, a segment that we like to call Get Real.
Beautiful.
Now, this is a segment of the show where we force a genuine moment in an effort to learn more about each other and ourselves. Sequoia.
Yes.
Now, is there anything that you are doing currently in your life that you feel like younger you, let's take it back to the emo middle schooler self.
Yeah.
What would that younger you think of what you're accomplishing now? And would your younger self be proud of who you are today?
Jesus Christ. Younger me would be the fuck shook. Younger
Really?
me would be so shook.
No
Yeah.
way. Why?
I thought I was going to go to law school.
Really?
I thought I was going to go to law school. I thought I was going to be much stuffier than I am now, much less creative. I've always been creative, but I didn't think I was going to be able to monetize it in any way.
Yeah, sure.
But I have been able to exceed a lot of my expectations for myself.
Yeah.
Even as an adult. So younger me would be like, wait, what? You do what?
Oh, that's
my
really
God.
cool.
And you're still kind of emo too? You have on a My
most
Chemical
important-
Romance shirt
yeah.
right now? That's crazy.
The most important part of all, being
Yeah.
emo.
Yeah, right. You're still emo.
And now you wanted to go to law school.
I did.
And then what happened? What was the thing that...
Yes.
What was the thing that changed in your life that made you like pivot?
I went to grad school at USC for a master's of
know
public
that.
administration.
Oh, that's really cool.
And I dropped out after one semester because
Yeah.
I fucking hated it. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with school actually. That's a
Yeah,
wrap on that.
sure.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything else. So
I like that.
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited about
Absolutely.
this. This is a great concept.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
is fun. I often, I feel like I say this all the time, but it is funny that I'm allowed to do it.
This is a good one. A second opinion is all. is what you're
Yeah.
offering.
Well,
That's
it's
it.
just
That's
like
it.
such a funny thing. I don't know. I like talking to people. And
Yeah.
It's nice to hear other people's problems. And
Yes.
often I've said this again a million times, but people are often just calling in to hear their problem back.
Right.
So that they can be like, oh yeah, that was fucking.
That makes sense, right? That's what half of therapy is.
Yeah.
Like hearing yourself say it out loud. And you're like, oh.
Exactly. But thank you for doing the show. And please plug your show right now. Give the people a taste of what they'll be listening to if they tuned into Black People Love Paramore.
Listen to Black People Love Paramore. You could check out our episode about Ariana Grande. That's a really popular one.
Whoop.
Tony Hawk is another really popular episode. People really like that one.
Hell yeah.
My personal favorites are the Twitter episode and the Black phrases, colloquialisms, and idioms episodes. Those are really well done.
Nice.
So if you're looking for a place to dive in there.
Heck yeah, everybody go check it out. And where can people follow you?
You can follow me at BPLP Pod across all social media platforms, or you can follow me at Sequoia Holmes.
That's right.
Across all social media platforms.
Ooh, we love brand uniformity across
yeah.
everything.
Oh yeah, we do that.
Well, thank you for doing the show.
Thank
and
you.
As always, everybody, remember that no matter what your problems are, what your conundrums are, perfection is only a call away.
That was a Headgum podcast.